Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a classic Sudoku on our channel. So this Sudoku is constructed by the T-Rex 15 and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So all the earlier classic Sudokus that I have covered from the same author were really unique, and the deductions or the logics in those Sudokus were never seen before. So I really expect the same in this Sudoku, and let's see if we are able to crack this Sudoku or not. And before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel as usual. If you haven't done so, it will really motivate us to cover videos on a regular basis. And we even have a Patreon page for Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles, and we would really appreciate if you could support us on our Patreon page, right? And now coming back to this Sudoku, so classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? And with that we should be starting this Sudoku. So I see too many givens here, but kind of these 4 rows give me a intuition that it has to be something with the X-wing or a swordfish. I hope so. Let's see that. It might be a distraction as well, but I don't usually feel that way. 5, 8 and 9, yeah. 4, 7, 8 and 9, right? This cannot be an 8, this cannot be a 4 as well, cannot be a 9. Okay, here it is something with 3, 7, 8 and 9. Wow, I am getting something kind of an X-wing or a swordfish. This cannot be 3 or a 7. Yeah, so I see that this row cannot go together with this row for a swordfish or even an X-wing, because all the digits, all the cells without the digits, the candidates all are different, right? So yeah, these two rows cannot go together for a swordfish or an X-wing. You have a 7, 8, 9 here. 7, 8, 9 is also required here, and 8, 9 is also required here. So something with the 8, 9s. This cannot be a 9. You have a 9 in one of these two cells. You have a 9 in one of these 3 cells, which are already 4 rows, which are already in 4 different columns. So it's ruled out. 9 is in one of these 3 cells, these 3 cells, already 5 columns, again ruled out. Let's use some classic Sudoku rules. I am sure you will get something with that. 6 is in one of these 2 cells. 6 is one of these 3 cells. Nothing for now. 9 is in one of these. Okay, no. 2 is in one of these 2 cells. 3. 6 is in one of these 2 cells. 2 in one of, okay, 2 is already here. Oh, I see the same 3 columns with only 3 cells remaining in each of these 3 columns, right? It has to be something with these then. Let's see. 5, 6 and 8, right? Cannot be an 8, cannot be a 5, cannot be a 6. That's nice. 2, 7 and 8, again 8 is the common digit that we are getting for now. 2, and this cannot be a 7. 2, 5, 8 and 7. 2, 5, 7 and 8. 7 is here. 2, 5, 8. 5, 7, 8. 2, 5, 7 and 8. 8 is the common digit that we see in these 3 rows. Common digit that has to come in all of these 3 rows. So let's see something with the 8s. Come on. It is totally out of the box. I'm not sure. It's totally used for distracting the solver. I knew it. It has to be something with some other logic that we might be missing here. But the rows and columns are not helping with the X-wing or the swordfish techniques. For the X-wing or the swordfish techniques, right? So even with the classic rules, you are not getting even a single digit. I have not even placed a single digit till now. Come on. The 6, 7 should help. But 7 is in one of these 4 cells. Nothing with even the skyscraper technique. Yeah, we can do something with the skyscraper technique, guys. 5 is in one of these 2 cells. 5 is in all of these 4 cells. No. 8 is in these 2 cells. 8 is in these 3 cells. No, nothing with the 8 as well, nothing with the 5 as well. Okay, 7 is in one of these 2 cells and 7 is in these 2. Oh yeah, I get something with the skyscraper technique. Go, superb, guys. Something that we have got for now, which means these cells and these cells cannot be 7, right? This is already ruled out. These 2 cells cannot be 7. Let me mark that. I won't I won't write all the candidates here because right now I don't require that. So I got something with the 7s because as you see here, this is called a skyscraper technique, right? So when you have a candidate possible in 2 cells in one column and 2 cells in another column, but one of the cells in both these columns are in the same row. As you can see, it is in the same 5th row and other 2 cells are in the different rows. Then the cells mutually seeing both the different row cells cannot have 7 or the particular candidate that we are looking for, right? So which means these cannot be 7. So if you have a 7 here, oh sorry, my bad, it is these cells, totally my bad, sorry guys. So if this is a 7, both of these cells cannot be 7 and for both of these columns 7 would have to be in these 2 cells, right? Not possible. Same way it works for all the 4 cells that we are seeing here. I am totally don't know how did I mark those red cells instead of these. Very bad. It is these red cells. So these red cells are nothing but cells that are seeing both these blue cells simultaneously, right? Exactly. Okay, so these red cells cannot have a 7, which means 7 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. In these 3 cells, you have a pointing of 7 in this box, so 7 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. Okay, 7 cannot be a 7 cannot be a 7 would have to be in one of these 3 cells and these 3 cells. Okay, anything else with these rows and columns that we can eliminate a few more candidates? I see a skyscraper of 2 as well. Same logic. So these cells cannot be 2. The same red cells cannot be 2 and 7 both. So 2 cannot be in these 2 cells. Oh, there has to be something using this logic. I'm damn sure now. So you eliminate 7 from these 2 cells, you eliminate 2 from these 2 cells, you have a pointing of 7 and 2 in box 2, which means 2 cannot be in these cells, 2 cannot be here, so these 2 cells are 2, these 3 cells are 2 and 7, 2 cannot be here, 2 is in these 2 cells, but is that helping us? 1 4 9 2 7 3 5 6 8 6, this is 3 5 8, 3, 5, 6 and 8. Nothing. 1, 3, 5, 9, 2, 7, 4, 6, 8. 6, this is 4, 8. And 4, 6 and 8. Do we get anything with this? Come on. I seriously thought the moment I found a skyscraper of 2, I seriously thought that has to be something because it is having the same pointing for 2 and 7 in the box in box 2. But it is still nothing. I haven't placed even a single digit till now. And I feel all of these techniques that I have found is nothing but a distraction to against the intended logic. Come on. It cannot be that way. Not even a single digit, guys. Not even a single digit. Five eight, 5 6, 6 8. You have a 3 5 there. Come on. What can be the logic? What can be the logic? The T-Rex will never keep any Sudoku with a bifurcation required, right? You don't have to use trial and error, I'm 100% sure. Because I have solved many of his Sudokus and all were great, all were awesome. But this one seems to be a tough one, something that might be missing here. Seven is in one of these 3 cells. Something with the 6 7, guys, something with it. Come on. I know many of you would have already got the logic, but I'm sometimes really bad at classic Sudokus. I know about myself. This is classic Sudoku is my weak spot in Sudokus. Variants I'm still better at, but classic Sudokus I'm really bad at. Come on, guys, come on. We have a 7 here. Wow, wait, I got something here. I got something here with the 7, it seems. If you have a 7 here, you eliminate 7 from these cells, you do already have eliminated 7. This would be a 7, right? If you have a 7 here, this box would have a 7 here, and this box would have a 7 here, right? Where can you have 7 in row 3? This is awesome. This is really awesome. I am not sure if this is the intended solve path, but this is something really amazing. So if you have a 7 here, you eliminate 7 from here, you already don't have a 7 here. 7 would have to be here in box 6, and further going forward with box 4, 7 would have to be here. Where can you have a 7? Where can you have a 7 in row 3? You have a 6 7 pair here, and both of these would have to be 6 then. Amazing logic. I am not sure if that is the intended solve path, but let's see if you are able to crack this Sudoku using that logic. This 7 would give you a 2 here. 4 6 and 8, right? 6 is in one of these 2 cells, 2, okay. Oh, you get a 6 here, 5 and 8. 8 would be eliminated from here. This is not a 5. 8 are eliminated from all of these cells. Eight cannot be here. So 8 is in one of these two cells. This cell cannot be an 8. Am I right? Do you have any more logics remaining? Okay, this is an 8, so this would have to be an 8. That gives you a 9. You have a 3 7 pair, that gives you a 4 and a 9 here. That gives you 8. Eliminate 8 from these two cells. You cannot have 4 and 9 here. 7 8, that is 7 and 8. Cannot have an 8 here, so this cell would have to be an 8. Cannot have an 8 here as well. I would say hats off to the author if this is the intended logic and if it is completing the Sudoku. I would really say amazing logic this is. 3 and 9, right? Let's see if we complete this Sudoku using just an 8. That was the first digit that we have placed in the Sudoku at R5 C5. And by placing just one digit in R5 C5, the Sudoku gets completed at 5. If I am right, it has to be the way. 5 7 and 4. 7 4 and 5. 4 5 and 7 here. Three 7 and 8. So this is 8. 3 and 7. 3 7 and 5 7. This is 3 5 3 5 and 7. Oh, this 2 would give you a 5 7 2. I really doubt that this Sudoku doesn't get complete now. This 5 gives you a 9 here. You get a 2 here. 1 3 and 4. That gives you a 3 7 5. Okay, 3 4 and 1. 5 and 4. 6 4 and 6. 3 and 8. 7 and 5. Guys, amazing. I would say amazing. 1 4 and 9 9. 1 and 4, 3 and 9. So this is 3 and 9. That gives you a 3 1 1 4 4 and 7. Not 7. Oh, no. 1 1 4 and 4 and 7. This is 7 and a 3 here. Amazing, guys. Totally amazing. All of these were not at all required. Finding the X-wing, swordfish in these 4 rows or these 3 columns, or even finding the skyscraper wasn't required, I am sure, because skyscraper was totally in these boxes, and the logic that we have seen was not even required. I mean to say, the logic that we have seen didn't require any of the skyscraper techniques that we have seen, that we have did earlier. Amazing Sudoku, amazing logic. Something that was never seen before. Again, as I already said, these Sudokus, these classic Sudokus by the T-Rex were awesome. So thanks a lot to the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. I really enjoyed solving this Sudoku, and I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. So if you have any other videos, any other Sudoku or a puzzle that we can cover a video on our channel, please do let us know in the comments below. We'll surely make a video on it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.